Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this Invictus Racing League, the Performance League 1. I am your host with the most milk. Tonight we're at the glorious, glorious race of Canada, the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, as that one we say, with a 2.710 miles, with a 4.361 kilometers. We would have 35 laps of the 50% race of the Canada Grand Prix. And there's some good corners, some good ones to look out for as well. So I can't wait for it. I really cannot wait for it. And I hope you enjoy it, because I'm just going to, from what I've heard, the no assist last night had a terrible bad luck because of the heavy fall-on wet weather. Will it happen in the Performance League 1? We will find out in a minute on that one. Looks dry to me. I was going to say, as you can see, some of the drivers there. I will talk about the drivers' allocations tonight. I'd like to say, I want to wish Craig. I hope he's okay and well, and hopefully he will bounce back next week due to personal reasons. So I wish him all the very best. I hope everything is okay and stuff. So he says he will be back next week. So. Yeah, so hopefully he'll return back. Yeah, you know what I mean. So, like I said, I wish him all the very best. But yeah, I do apologise, guys. Like I said, I wish Craig all the best. So we're gonna go and see who's out in the race itself. Benjamin. So Benjamin's out first of the qualifying stuff here. This Canada part, I absolutely love Canada. I don't know why, I just absolutely love it. It's one of those tracks where there's so many straights on here, and there's minimal corners, shall we say. Weird camera angle view, or that one. But yeah, Benjamin, try and get through as quickly as possible in the Sauber car. Now I'm going to quickly go through the drivers' allocations for the Canadian Grand Prix. So Mike should be in the Red Bull. Force India should be Aaron J. Spence. Williams should be Mr. Sky Z. Renault should be Captain Stefan Vasconi. The Toro Rosso should be Tom 444 and Wave Intel. The Haas should be Colin J. and Sir Spud. McLaren should be SJD, and the Sauber, which we are watching now, is Benjamin and Lozak. So Benjamin's doing his lapping now. This is a part where he needs to get his spot on here. Now, from other stuff that I've noticed as well, the good time around here would be in possibly 109s, 110s, I expect. But it might be a little bit slower. We'll have to wait and see what happens. We've got a 20-second flat on Benjamin's time with the Sauber car. So it's coming up to the turn 7, coming to that long straight there with the second DRS straight. Then coming up to turn 8 there, and then turn quickly into turn 9, the fast chicane part there. And this is the crucial part now that he's going to come up to now, turn 10, the sharp hairpin now. Needs to get brake early, try and see what happens. But yeah, I've just heard from the weather crew. I've been told that it's going to be an all-dry race and an all-dry qualifying, so that is a massive boost. I was a bit worried that was going to happen there. Benjamin's going to try and go into the 110s. 110.8, that's a busting of a time there. Brilliant stuff. Lozak's doing his time, so I'm going to watch him now. Wave and Tell, the Flying Scotsman's done a 110.9. 1 minute 10.9. That's a good time, to be fair, on the super softs. Now Lozak's doing his time now on the super soft time. Oh, he's not doing his time. Aaron just doing his time now, trying to get a good exit through the chicane, trying to avoid the world champions. Oh, brilliant! A 1:10.8 from Mr. Scorsese, a 1:11.1 from Aaron J. Spence. Mr. Scorsese in the hypersofts though. That time's on the hypersofts on the Williams car that he's in. So that will be insane in the membrane on that one. So SJD with these Rick Astley singing, racing on that one. So what can he do? SJD is going to do his lapping now. Yellow flag set to 2. He's never going to give you up. He's not going to let everyone down. He's trying to do round the circuit of Canada, and he doesn't get deserted afterwards. So I have to wait and see what happens here. I will talk about the table stuff later on. Good evening to someone that's just joining the session now. So if you've got any questions, queries, please make sure you comment as well, and also subscribe as well to the Twitch channel. So that'll be fantastic stuff. SJD trying to do his lapping as best as he can. He is on the hypersoft type, by the way, so he wants to try and get a good time, to be fair, try and match what Mr. Scotty C has done, and that is a good time, to be fair, but considering the times of what everyone else is doing at the minute, so Spud's done a 1:11.9 on the hypersoft, so he'll need to be quicker. He'll need to be dead quicker. That is not a good time, to be fair. I'm so sorry, Sir Spud. Sir Knightlyhood, Sir Spud. We have to wait and see if he can try and bounce back on that one. So SJD try and get there. He might get a quicker 1:10. 1:10.4. He looked like he was going to be on a faster belching time. Boston of a time there. So that's a good time, to be fair, for SJD and for Mr. Scorsese, the champion. Who's just crossed over the line there? Someone's just crossed over. Colin J. Colin J's done a 1:11.2. I was trying to see who crossed over there, who's the nearest. But yeah, Colin J's done a 1:11.2. So that's a good time on the Supersauce, but not quick enough compared to what Benjamin's done on his time. Tom 4444. He's on a lap at the minute. We've got yellow flag sector 2. He's going to try and do everything he can. He's on position 8 at the moment in this qualifying, but he is also in 11th in the actual Drivers' Championship at the moment. So he needs to try. So just wait and see what happens there. A 1:11.7 from Tom 444. Again, good time, but still not quick enough compared to what Benjamin and Waving Tail have done in the 1:10s on the Super Soft. So he must have made a mistake somewhere during that lap. Mike, what can he do in the Red Bull car? Will he have some wings on that one? Well, let's find out. He's on the Hypersoft tyre. Considering he's on the Red Bull car, I was expecting him to be in the Super Softs, to be fair. Oh, Stephen. Good evening to Stephen. How you doing, mate? You alright? Hope you're okay and well. You try and do some tactic mission stuff. Oh, I'm on a Bielsa mission tonight, Mark. Okay. You're going to try and get all the tactics out and showing it all to the press afterwards on that one. If you don't know what that means, there was a Leeds United manager who got someone to spy on all the teams and stuff of all the tracks. Well, of all the grounds and stuff, and watch their training stuff, and that was a bit of a cheek on that one. But yeah, it's just interesting stuff here. But yeah, fair play to Steve for doing that tactic. Oh, Mike, he's teasing us. He's teasing us. I hate it when I'm watching someone and they're going back into the pits. Good evening to everyone that's just joined the session. If you're joining, please make sure you subscribe and follow as well. That'll be fantastic. That'll be fantastic news. But Waving Tail, the Flying Scotsman, doing everything he can. Looks like he could be on a... He might have to do another lap. Oh, his ERS has just messed up the last bit of the race there. That was a bit harsh from the Toro Rosso. The ERS say no. ERS says no on that one. So, Aaron J. Spence will have to go back into the pits. Lozak Lozak will have to do his lapping. He's 19.8 on the first sector time, so that's... 19.8. A 19.8. Yellow flag sector 2 now. Yellow flag sector 2. See what he can do if he beats and cues it now. Here we go. What can Lozak do? He's the guy that I watched from the pre-season races, and I expected him to do well this season. However, he's having a struggling season at the moment. He's only had decent points in. We're seeing 6th place at the moment here, but we'll have to wait and see what happens here. But yeah, he's had a 0, a DNF, and a 0 for the last 3 races. So he needs to try and bounce back. If he can get a good lap on the super softs with the Benjamin car, with the Sauber car in the super softs, if he can try and get matched to what Benjamin does, he might do well. Oh, he might be a little bit later than 1 minute 10. 1 minute 10.6. That's a good time. That is a busting of a time from Lozak for 1:10.6 on the super soft tyre. That's a good time, to be fair. So Knightley Huddersfield Spud, what can he do in the Haas car? He's on the super softs. I did not what's the word? I knew he was going to try and do another lap in because I think the hub softs that he tried to do earlier on was not good enough. So he needs to try and bounce back and try and improve his time. Oh, brilliant! Brilliant stuff! 1:10.1 from Mr. Sky's Eve on the Hypersoft tyres. That's a really cracking time. However, Mr. Sky's Eve and SJD will be a sitting duck because those tyres will not last. Possibly, I think the best you could have is 5 laps. 5 laps, possibly. So, going to do super softs, 2 super soft runs. We'll have to wait and see. But what can Sir Spud do? Sir Knightley Huddersfield Spud. He's got there, passing the wall of champions there. So he's might do 1 minute 10. He needs to try and improve. He does improve. That's a lot better time. 5 tenths better than his Hypersoft tyre. So the super softs in a 1:11.4. A 1:11.4. So that's a good time, to be fair. SJD. Where's SJD? SJD's doing his lapping. No, he's not. Aaron J. Spence. Aaron J. Spence doing his lap now. So still watching it from his point of view. Going through the first corner now. And then you've got passing to turn 2, then coming up to turn 3, the blind chicane is what you see in the driver's box there. And I love this helicopter view. They need to keep it more often here. They really need to keep it more often. See what Aaron J. Spence does. Coming up to passing turn 7, then coming up to that DRS straight now. And then coming up to turn 8 now, and then quick turn 9 now. And then try and go into the hairpin now. This is the part where it needs to be crucial here. I'm sure that hit the 42-second marker. So, yeah, we're coming up to 6 minutes 20 left of the Invictus Racing League. The Performance League 1 tonight at the glorious, glorious race of Canada. Oh, that one. So, Aaron J. Spence doing everything he can. Like I said, I will talk about his stats in a minute. Oh, I don't know if that's my valid. Yeah, it's validated. He'll be absolutely livid. He'll be absolutely livid. Benjamin. Benjamin's on the ultra soft tyre. So he wants to try and get ahead of Lozak, who's 2 tenths quicker on the same tyre on the super softs. Tries to avoid. Oh, he's trying to avoid into the wall there. Risking it for a biscuit here. Absolutely insane stuff. 20 seconds from the Sector 2 time. I think that's the same as Sector 1 time. Passing 5 minutes 30 left of the qualifying. Oh, yes. Brilliant stuff. So, if you've got any comments, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think there'll be a shock? Oh, has it invalidated his lap? No, he's still going. He's still going. Oh, that's a good time. That is a brilliant time from Benjamin for 1:10.2. Brilliant, brilliant stuff from the Ultrasoft. Oh, brilliant, brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant. 109.8. We got into the 109s from Waving Tail, the Flying Scotsman. That's only when you hit the Hypersofts, and he hits it with ease. What can Lozak do? I think Lozak will do his proper lapping now. So, try and see what he can do now. Lozak doing everything he can. So, here we go. Try and get through passing turn 3, 4. Now coming up to turn 5, I think. Passing to turn 6 now. 19.8. 19. That's a good time, to be fair, for Lozak. Needs to try and improve. Needs to do something. He is on the ultra soft tyre at the moment here, so he needs to try and bounce back here. This will be a massive qualifying boost for him, because he needs that boost for this season, to be fair. What are your thoughts, guys? What do you think the qualifying is going to be? Do you think there'll be a shock? Do you think there'll be... What's your top 3 at the moment? We've under 4 minutes left of the qualifying. So coming up to long DRS straight now for Lozak, passing turn 12. This is the most iconic straight here of the Canada circuit. We're next to it. It's like the well, as you can see, the river stuff. Oh, this could be a good time. His ERS is broken. Will it be quick? Oh, brilliant! Brilliant time. Oh, brilliant! Absolutely brilliant from Lozak. What a lap! What a lap from the Ultra Softs. Where did that come from? Absolutely brilliant. Oh, absolutely belter. Busting of a lap there. Oh. He won't be cruising for a bruising. He'll be absolutely delighted with that. SJD's still on the Hypersofts at the moment. Trying to do his lapping. Bit of locked brakes there. Needs to try and do everything possible here. So to see what he can do, SJD coming through the DRS straight now. Yellow flag set to 3. Oh, it might be a little bit slower than his time. Oh no, it isn't. 19.9. I was going to say FM on the radio. Who's just popped up? Tom 444 moved up to 7th with a 110.9. Absolutely fantastic stuff here. Mr. Skyseed, the champion from last season. And I keep saying it every race, and he's probably sick and tired of it now. First driver ever to win the championship by not winning any races at all throughout the season. That is an astonishing achievement. And that's what you need. You need to have consistency. Yellow flag sector 2. Yellow flag sector 2 now. Absolutely belter. So here we go now. What can Mr. Skyseed do on his lap now? So try and see if he can do it. If he beats yellow flag set to 2 and 3. I just saw one of the cars just went wide there, but let's see what Mr. Skyseed, the champion, needs to get 6/10 from somewhere. Lozak has retired from the session. So I don't know whether he went back into the pits. SJD has retired from the session. 1 minute 15 left. 1 minute 15 left. 1 minute 10. A 110.1. A 110.1. That's a great time for Mr. Skyseed. Sorry about that, I just lost the buttons there. Fascani, yellow flag set to 3. He must have made a mistake. He's invalidated his lap there. So we've got 40 seconds left. So I'm still watching Mr. Skyseed try and do his another lapping. But you know what's coming now, guys. You know what's coming. Time is up. The time is up on the qualifying of the Invictus Racing League, the Performance League 1 tonight. Lozak is holding on for first. Wavington won't improve his lap. Where's Benjamin? Benjamin's the only one that's closest that will do a lap in. Mike's moved up to 110.9, but he's going to try and do another lap in here. Benjamin's doing his lapping now. Will he try? Will he try and fix it like Bob the Builder here? But what? Will he try and get into the pole position here? Absolutely insane stuff here. But yeah, the time is up. The fans are stopped at the Crystal Maze as always, but like I said, the qualifying has stopped, but there's a few drivers still trying to do their absolute belter of a times here. Oh, come on, what can you do if you're being accused? This could be a good time. This could be a good time. Oh, 1/10. A tenth off from Lozak's time. Now could have been a belter, and it's dropped the Flying Scotsman away with out. Back down. Oh, 110.7 from Mike. I don't know if he invalidated his lap or what, but that is a belter of a time from the Slovenian legend on that one. So, absolutely insane stuff. Brilliant, brilliant. Here are your short qualifying for the Canadian Grand Prix for the Invictus Racing League Performance League 1. You got Lozak in first, Benjamin in second, Waving Tail the Flying Scotsman in third, SJD never going to give up on that one in fourth place, Mr. Sky C in fifth, the champion, Aaron J. Spencer's in sixth, Mike is in seventh, Tom is in eighth, Colin J is in ninth, Sir Knightley Hood as a Spud is in 10th, Captain Stiff is in 11th, Vasconi, the Flying Irishman, he's had too much Guinnesses, that's why he's not had any times on that one as well. And that is your short qualifying classifications. Yeah, it looks cloudy here tonight, guys, but I've been told it's going to be a dry race anyway. Before I carry on, I want to try and go through the Drivers' Championship as it stands at the minute. Captain Stiff, a shock leader of the Drivers' Championship. He's had 2 wins already, but he's had he's had 1-0, 1 DNF, but classing it as 2-0 points basically. Aaron J. Spencer's in, Captain Stiff is in first with 30 points. Aaron J. Spencer's in second with 29 points, just a point off Captain Stiff. Mr. Sky C, the champion. Again, he's not won a race yet. Could this be the night that he will win his first ever race at the Performance League 1 tonight? We'll have to wait and see. He's in third with 27 points. Boy Better Know is in fourth with 25 points. Colin J is in fifth with 23 points. The original Flying Scotsman Craig is in sixth with 23 points. Fasconi, the Flying Irishman, like I said, he's had too much Guinnesses, that's why he's at the back. But he's actually in seventh in the Drivers' Championship. He's going to kill me after this. SJD is in eighth with 19 points. Sir Knightley Hood as the Spud is in ninth with 18 points. Waving Tail, the Flying Scotsman, is in 10th with 16 points. Tom 444 is in 11th with 12 points. Mike is in 12th with 11 points. Lozak, the pole sitter tonight, is in 13th with 5 points. Benjamin is in 14th with 2 points. And Betrayer, who did race with us earlier in the season, but he has had to move to Performance League 2 to help out and stuff. So, but yeah, so that's what's happened in the Drivers' Championship. I'll do a quick one waiting for the drivers to get themselves prepped up. Racing Aaron Stiff is in the lead with 59 points. No Nothing Racing is in second with 48 points. BMW Jordan Team is in third with 43 points. Sir Colin is in fourth with 41 points. Beer Monsters F1 Team is in fifth with 32 points. Rick Astley, like I said, they're trying, they never give up there, with sixth with 24 points. Ben 444 is in seventh with 14 points. So yeah, still a long way to go. There's about 6 or 7 races left. Well, 6 races after tonight. 7 races after. 6 or 7 races after tonight's race. I don't know. I'm losing count. But yeah, if you've got any questions, queries, drop them in. We're about to kick off with the formation lap, all being well. So yeah, just interesting stuff. Tell us your thoughts, guys. Do you think there'll be a shock tonight? Do you think there'll be... Would Mr. Skycy actually win a race tonight? Would actually win a race? Or will he do what no other driver's ever done before? Go unbeaten, like go get some decent points in without actually winning a race and still win the title. Very tough call. Very, very tough call. But anything could happen in the racing. Anything could happen. This is race 5. Yes, race 5 of the Canadian Grand Prix for the Performance League 1. As you can see, Lysak trying to get ahead as quickly as possible to try and get to the track. He's really eager beaver here. The two Saubers for the first time this season going into the top 2, so that's a good job. Yeah. Well, I always like to see the bottom half, like from 10th downwards, to see what happens. Captain Stiff and Fascani both in the Renault cars, but Captain Stiff has gone for the ultra soft tyres, whereas Fascani are going to go for the super soft tyres. So he wants to go and try and go as long as possible, which I don't blame him. Oh, Carrot Soup, how you doing, mate? You alright? Good evening to you. I hope you're okay and well. Like I said, for your information regarding Tom 444, he is in 8th in the qualifying as well, so he needs to try and bounce back from last week's race. Needs to try and bounce back as quickly as possible. What do you think is going to happen tonight? Do you think there'll be a shock? Do you think there'll be... Or do you think it's what you see is what you're going to get? Do you think Lodzak, Benjamin and Wavy Tail would finish in the top 3? Or do you think there'll be a shock tonight? Carrot Soup says needs to get up there, doesn't he? Yeah, he needs to be fair. If he wants to try and get the bounce back ability of the Drivers' Championship, he needs to do it as quickly as possible. Let's see what happens here. All good stuff here. I think Tom is going to win, to be fair, to be honest. Fair dues. See what Lodzak is doing. 1 lights, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights, and we are... Go! Oh, there was a slow start from one of the Toro Rosses at the back. One of the Renaults. 2 Saubers on the 2 the Saubers. Oh, brilliant! Oh, who was that? There was one of the Haas cars just gone sideways there. Oh, brilliant stuff. Oh, absolutely brilliant. Oh, who's that? Tom 44. What a move from Tom 444. Oh, there was a bit of debris from what I looked at there. It might be wrong, or maybe the leaves there. But that was absolutely a brilliant move from Tom 444. From 8th to 5th in a matter of corners. Oh, he's hit the grass. He has hit the grass there. Hopefully it doesn't compromise too much there. But looking at it there, I'm just trying to see. Oh, who's that? The Red Bull. Red Bull answers Spud. But Colin J. Bobby. Colin J side by side. Oh, he's on a Haas sandwich here. Brilliant stuff. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But what can Benjamin do? Benjamin's going to go on there. Carrot Soup says go on top. Carrot Soup says even though he's in the Toro Rosso, he thinks Tom's going to win tonight, to be fair. Oh, who's that? That was a Red Bull car. One of the cars just went shot ahead. Oh, this could be a belt over. Oh, Lodzak's dropped down. Benji's moved up to first. I was trying to see the comments there. That's why I said, oh, what will happen here? But look at the Toro Rosso of Waving Tail, the Flying Scotsman. Will he try and have a pounce at these Saubers here? But there's going to be so many battles going on left, right and centre. Lodzak's going for the side by side with the 2 in the bed. Brilliant. Oh, Wave. No. That we'll need to have a look at. Later on in the race. Or probably after the race, sorry. But yeah, Mr. Skycy is trying to catch up to the top 2, as quickly as possible here. And Tom 444's drifting a little bit ahead, away from... Oh, who was that, Benjamin? Benjamin's trying to do everything he can for there, but then we might have the Tom 444 train, as you can see. Oh, some of them going for the grasses there. Mr. Scott's going to do the fastest lap. Benjamin side by side. Oh, what a move! That could have been a brilliant, brilliant move there from Benjamin, but that could have been brilliant. But yeah, you're going to risk it for a biscuit here. Absolutely brilliant stuff. They're all going for the grass here. It's not going to give you extra wings or extra boost here. It's not like Mario Kart here. This is absolute F1 stuff. And I bet the guys at the back, they wanted them blue shells afterwards to try and catch up as quickly as possible. Lozak's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. He needs to watch out for those. He's had a few of them in the past during the season. He needs to calm it down a bit. Oh, Benjamin. Waving to the flying Scotsman. Oh, he needs to try and catch up to them as quickly as possible. Will we see a bit of a battle here for the top two of the Saubers? Oh, side by side. Brilliant. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant stuff. This is coming to be another classic race. Mr. Scotty's done the fastest lap of 1:13. What's Mr. Scotty doing? Oh, I thought he was going to go for the bonsai moment there. But RJ Spence, what a move! No, but he's side by side with SJD. Turn the bed. Brilliant stuff. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Watch it from this barrier. We might have a 3-car battle here. Oh my god, I need to get some drinks here quickly before we get another battle going on. Oh, that could have been nasty stuff there. Ooh. Oh yes. But what can Lozak do? Will he try and catch up? But I want to try and see what happens on this battle here. I think the allocation so far have been spot on from what I've seen. Anyway, Lozak got another pounce at Benjamin here for the drop for there. I wouldn't be surprised if them two be on the higher ERS now. Oh my god, we might have a 2. We might have a 2 in the bed before the chicane. Oh, he's going side by side. Lozak, Benjamin. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant move. Oh, what a belter. Where's RJ Spence? RJ Spence. SJD pits. SJD is pitted. Mr. Scotty. Oh, a little bit of bonsai moment there from what I looked at there. That could have been nasty stuff there. But yeah, Benjamin's trying to do everything he can to try and close in on Mr. Scorsese. We're on lap 5 of 35 of the Invictus Wrestling League Performance League 1. Tell us your thoughts, guys. Do you think this is going to be another cracker of a race tonight? Colin J trying to close in on Mike now for 8th place. Benjamin, what are you doing? What are you doing, Sunshine? Let's see what he can do if he beats and cues it. Will he go side by side? I think he's having a glance. He's trying to be patient there. I don't blame him for that one. But Mr. Scorsese and Benjamin's going to be a little bit higher ERS. No, Mr. Scorsese equal to that. So the two know what they're going to do. But Benjamin tries to have a look here. Oh, Mr. Scorsese trying to be delicate around the chicane. Don't want to get hit by the wall of champions there. But he might be side by side. But Lozak's to the fastest number 1:13.5. Brilliant! Brilliant move! Oh, brilliant! Absolutely brilliant stuff. Benjamin, Lozak, Mr. Scorsese, you three have had a top-notch belter of a top 3 so far. Brilliant stuff. From what I've seen, there's some good battles all around the track as well. Don't get me wrong. But this is absolutely brilliant stuff. Aaron J. Spence trying to close in on waving down the Flying Scotsman. Oh, Steven says, think the one-stop is a viable option. Oh, Aaron J. Spence side by side with waving down the Flying Scotsman. Oh, Lee shot himself there in the foot there. Hopefully he doesn't compromise too much there, but waving down. Aaron J. Spence outbroke himself there. But Captain Sif wants to join in the party here. He really does want to join in the party here. We might have a 3-car battle. Oh, please, please, can I have a 3 in a bed? All I ask is a 3 in a bed. Nothing else. I don't care. Maybe a 4 or 5. Lozak's got another 3 seconds worth of penalties. Needs to calm down again. That's 2 lots of penalties. Now for the admins, they need to remember that there's 15 seconds worth of penalties they need to watch out for. Tom 444 still holding on for 4th place. As you can see, this is the Tom 444 train now. Aaron J. Spence wants to try and get past as quickly as possible, but Captain Stiff has a quick glance there on Wayne Tell. This is absolutely brilliant stuff. So supposed to go a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. He did not want that at all. Captain Stiff does everything he can to try and close in on Waventail. Waventail looks like he's absolutely struggling. Oh, he nearly hit the wall there, but he's side by side. Captain Stiff. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant move. Brilliant. And Mike's want to join in the party here and try and get past Waventail as quickly as possible. And he might do it. He might do it side by side with a 2 in a bed at turn 10 at the hairpin. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant move there. Colin J wants to do it again. Well, Colin J wants to do what the others are trying to do as well. Aaron J. Spence trying to close in on top 444. Still holding on with the Ultra Softs at the moment. Benjamin Pitts, which I'm not surprised because the Hyper Softs would have, I did say, lasted about 5 or 6 laps. Oh, Aaron J. Spence trying to go for the side by side with Tom 444. But he needs to try and catch up to Mrs. Scorsese and Lozak. However, Lozak has got 6 seconds worth of penalties, so at this day and age, Tom would miss out on first place. Colin J, he's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings here. He needs to calm down. Calm down, sunshine. You'll be fine. Oh, he's got a wider. SGD's to the fastest lap of a 1:13.3. Never gives up there. Good on you, lad. Good on you. What Aaron J. Spence doing everything he can to try and close in on Tom 444. It's like our cry from open all hours back in the days there. Oh. Oh, can Aaron J. Spence really have an option here to try and pounce on Tom 444 to get into the top 3? He's a little bit behind. But as you can see, Tom 444 can see Mr. Scorsese, so I wouldn't be surprised if he pits now. Yeah, he's pitting now, Mr. Scorsese. Still watching Aaron J. Spence, doing everything he can. Try and close in. But here we go, Mike, the Slovenian legend, trying to go side by side with Captain Stiff. No, 2. Lozak's got another 3 seconds worth of penalties. Again, he needs to calm down. He needs to calm down with those penalties. 2 more, and that's it. That'll be another DSQ. He really needs to calm down with those penalties. He really needs to calm down. Mike's trying everything he can to try and close in on Captain Stiff for 4th. He's doing everything he can. Regarding the position changes, Captain Stiff's the biggest mover at the moment with 7 positions. Tom 444 is second with 6 positions. Pascali trying to do passing the cut in the corner there. I think that was him. Mike trying to do everything he can. Oh! But Aaron J. Spence, Tom 444 is really struggling at the moment here. Top 8 have not pitted yet. Top 8 have not pitted yet. This could be a belter. This could be a belter of a race. Oh, Colin J. A little bit of contact between himself and Mike there. But Aaron J. Spence side by side with a 2 in a bed. 2 in a bed. Brilliant move. Brilliant move from Aaron J. Spence. Moves up to there. Benjamin's done the fastest lap for 1:13.1. Oh, Steven says Lozak needs to pace himself, otherwise... Oh, Aaron J. Spence nearly hit the wall there. Oh, it's side by side with Tom 444. Wavington's done the fastest lap of 112.5. What a move from Tom 444. Brilliant stuff. I don't know what happened before that. Hopefully we'll find out soon enough. But Wavington's got a 3-second time penalty on multiple warnings here. Benjamin's going side by side with Fasconi, the Flying Irishman. What a move. Brilliant stuff. Come on. Come on. Oh, Colin. He's outshot himself on the breaking point there. Absolutely insane stuff. At this moment in time, Lozak would still be ahead and win by 1 second unless Tom 444 gets quicker, which I doubt it very much from the look of it here, because Aaron J. goes side by side with Tom 444. Colin Jones got a 5 second stop go penalty for speed in the pit lane. He did not want that at all. Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant. And they can still go side by side there. No, Tom 444. Oh, no. No. Oh, Mike's trying. Oh my God, we got a 4-car battle here. We have got a 4-car battle. Look, this is the track where I wanted a 3 in a bed. Is that too much to ask for a heart attack moment? No. But we'll have to wait and see. We've got plenty of 2 in the beds moments here. We'll have another 2 in the beds. Or we could never have a 4. Never have a 4 in the bed. But we'll have to wait and see what happens here. But Tom 444 try closing on Aaron J. Spence. Side by side now. Just before the breaking point. Brilliant. Aaron J. Spence has got 3 second time penalty for multiple warnings here. He did not want that at all. Who's that? The Haas? Oh, sorry, the Sauber there. Sauber moves up, I think. I might be wrong. I absolutely wrong there. Commentator's curse on that one there. But Aaron J. Spence doing everything he can. A 3-car battle behind him as well. SJD's got a 3 second time penalty for multiple warnings. So Spud's got another 3 second time penalty for multiple warnings here. He did not want that at all. He really did not want that at all. Mr. Sky C. Waving Tail's got another 3 second time penalty for multiple warnings. Lozak's pulling away from Tom 444 as quickly as possible. And I don't blame him for that one, because he has got 9 seconds worth of penalties. Vascali looks like he's absolutely struggling with those super softs. Mr. Sky C on the fresher ultra soft tyre, trying to get to turn 10. Good move from the champion at the moment here. He's in 8th at the moment. Oh my God, please. 2. Yes, I'll take that 2 in the bed. Oh, Aaron J. Spence. What a move from Benji. Brilliant stuff. Another 2 in the bed. Oh, little bit of contact there between himself and Tom 444. Aaron J. Spence, I don't think he definitely didn't do that on purpose. He was trying to get as close as possible, like to go to the outside. But that is just absolutely... Oh my God, we've got a 5-car... Oh, Captain Steve. He's struggling at the moment here, but he's dropped down. Oh, what can you see? Brilliant stuff. We've got a 4-car battle here. We've got 1-car battle here. Who's that? Benjim. Benjim's dropped down. Oh, that could have been nasty stuff there. Benjamin looks like he's really struggling at the moment there with that car, unless he's just bringing the drivers back in. Oh, no, don't do this to me. Do not do this to me. You guys are giving me a lot of heart attack moments here. We have 2 in the beds. Oh, I'm doing like the football chant. Oh my God, no. Oh. That was a good move. But Aaron J. Spence trying to go side. Oh, that could have been nasty stuff there from Tom 444 and Aaron J. Spence there. Still watching that battle there. But Sir Spud, Sir Knightley Hood of Spud trying to do everything he can to try and close in. But Mr. Sky C is looking like he wants to pounce at any moment in time. He is on the fresher tyres. Sir Spud's on the older tyres. Same with Mike. They must be absolutely killing. No, they look fine to me with the tyres. Oh, Mr. Scotty going for a side-by-side moment there. But Benjim passing. Tom 444, Sir Spud. Oh, that could have been nasty stuff there from Sir Spud. Don't need to be removed. But once Mr. Sky C moves up to 5th, now with the ultra softs, Those ultra softs lasting a bit more tyre wear now. Here we go. Benjamin, try and do everything he can. Try. Aaron Spencer's pitting. Aaron Spence, same with Lozak. Lozak's pitting for the super soft, so he's going one stop all the way to the end. Is there any cars closer? Not until I get some more classification. Oh, Tom 444 would have to pit anyway soon for the super soft tyre. So interesting stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely belters. But yeah, guys, what do you think so far? Who's been your driver of the day so far? I know it's only been 15 laps of the 35 laps, but want to get your driver of the day stuff so far. Who do you think? Oh, Tom 444 nearly lost his car there, but Mr. Sky C wants to pounce back into the top three, and he does. Tom 444 would need to pit as quickly as possible before it gets even worse at this stage. I'm trying to look at this tyre wear. You can see a little bit of a line there, but I might be wrong. SJD trying to close in on Fasconi. Fasconi's, oh, going to be nasty stuff there. Sorry, Tom 444 pits. But SJD goes side by side. He never gives up, and he makes a move. Brilliant! Brilliant stuff! Oh my god, we have a 3-car battle here! Brilliant! Brilliant stuff here! Colin Jones to the fastest lap of 1:12.4. Cracking time, lad. Cracking time. Oh, brilliant stuff here. Absolutely belter. Oh, I love this helicopter view. They need to keep that more often. So as your thoughts, guys? Do you think Benjamin would win the race? Do you think Lozak would win the race based on his 9 seconds worth of penalties? Do you think Mr. Skyseer would actually win the race for the first time? At this stage, he will win the race if it stays like this. Oh, wave! Wave and Vasconi side by side there. This could be interesting stuff. Oh, Vasconi will be a sitting duck here, and he got no choice there. And Vasconi taking out the 50-metre marker. Not good stuff for the guys who are trying to do it with no racing line. Absolutely insane stuff here. But Aaron J. Spence trying to get closer to Captain Stiff in the 8th place. If you're just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, Lozak did a fantastic time. He did a fantastic time of the qualifying. And he needed that, to be fair. So far, he's at the moment, he has got 9 seconds worth of penalties. Captain Stiff's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings there. Let's wait and see what happens here. Oh, Steven says Mr. Skycy, Lozak and Benji for the top. Benjamin for the, I was going to say Benji. Benjamin for the top 3. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. But Aaron J. Spence is the only one closest battle we've got. SJD's closer to Spud at the moment, but I want to see this battle here. Can Aaron J. Spence try and stop Captain Stiff? Both of them on ERS of 3. Oh, the average. Oh, that's a great exit there from Aaron J. Spence. Oh, what a move! Brilliant! Brilliant stuff from Aaron J. Spence. Oh, we've got a 3-car battle here. We've got a 3-car battle here between Sir Spud, SJD and Waving Tail. Perfect timing when the cars have just come into the screen on that one. So, this is absolutely insane stuff here. Lozak is closer to Benjamin in the top 2 at the moment. Mr. Skyce is slowly pulling back from his time there. So Captain Stiff's got Aaron J. Spence did have a better exit on the chicane on turn 14, I think. 13, 14. Lozak moves up. Lozak moves up to first. He must have done it earlier on. But SJD side by side with Sir Knightly Hood as a spot. Brilliant move. Oh, who was that? Waving down the Flying Scotsman. That could have been nasty, nasty, nasty stuff there. Vasco's got 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings there, but Sir Spud wants to try and get this move done. Oh, brilliant stuff. But Wave, where's Wave? Wave's going side by side. No, do not do this. Oh, just about. Yellow flag set to 1. Something must have happened. I think that. Oh no, Sir Spud. Oh, be careful. That could have been nasty stuff if he went a little bit further back there. Something must have happened. He must have. Sir Spud's tyres must be absolutely killing now. He would be absolutely killing. Lozak, over 5 seconds worth of penalties. Sorry, 5 second difference, but 9 seconds worth of the penalty stuff. So, as things stand, Miss Sky, I can't remember if Benjamin had a penalty. Can't remember. Oh, Dispense moves up to 6th. Captain Stiff drops back down to 7th. Wave and tell. Oh, what a move! Brilliant stuff. SJD. What a move from Wave and tell. Just lastminute.com. On that one, Fasconi and Sir Spud would have to pit. Fasconi's retired from the race. So something must happen there. Here we go. What can SJD do? I was speaking to him just before the race. He really wants to. Oh, Fasconi's left the session. I'm hoping that doesn't compromise too much of the hosting stuff, but hopefully it'll be alright. As things stand, Lozak is pulling away from Mr. Scorsese and Benjamin for the driver stuff anyway. So if it's going like this at the moment, Lozak would win the race if he can get a 9-second gap between himself and Benjamin and Mr. Scorsese. I can't remember if Benjamin had a penalty. I can't remember, but if he did, that'll be what would happen there. But I know definitely Mr. Scorsese would pit. Oh, would pit. SJD has pitted. So Benjamin's the only one that's closest to Lozak. Lozak is not pulling away from Benjamin, which I'm a little bit surprised, to be fair, considering he's on the fresher tyres. Okay, he's on the higher ERS now, on the straights now. As you can see, he's going back to 2, and then back to 4, then back to 2. Colin J's got another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings here. The guys need to be very careful. This track is not great with the penalty stuff. I do admit that. It's not great with the penalties, but they try their very hardest to make sure they get it spot on here anyway. But absolutely insane stuff here. But yeah, Benjamin trying to do everything he can to try and close in on Lozak for... oh, Benjamin goes into the pits. So is he going for another set of ultras, which I wouldn't be surprised. The gap's spread out now. Miss Scorsese pits as well. He's following suit what Benjamin's doing. So Waywardtown will go back into 2nd place based on this positions now. But what's the gap between himself and Lozak? If the green arrows get away soon. So Benjamin's just got out for another set of ultra softs. Same with Mr. Scorsese. Oh! Benjamin just got ahead of Aaron J. Spence. That was a lucky call there from the pit crew there. That was a great call there. Just gone ahead of Aaron J. Spence. So if he was behind Aaron J. Spence, this would have been a bad move there. But Aaron J. Spence is going all the way to the end. But he wants to try and get ahead of Benjamin as quickly as possible. So Spud's got the fastest lap of a 1:11.4 on the Hypersoft tyre. So yeah, interesting stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. Interesting stuff. So yeah, Aaron J. Spence doing everything he can on that one. We got another a 3-car battle. including these two cars battling out. You've got Colin J, Tom 444, and Mr. Sky C for the race itself. Ooh. I'll have to wait and see what happens here tonight. So we've got a 4-car battle, well, 3-car battle now. No, 2-car battle. Could be down to 1-car battle now. Oh, Tom 444 side by side. Oh, a little bit of contact between. Oh, Mr. Sky C. Aaron J. Spencer's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings there. That was a bit of a... Oh! Mr. Sky C will need to calm down a little bit here. But Tom 444 ain't giving up here. Watching it from Mike's point of view car here. Can Tom 444 trying to get past Mr. Sky C? I will need to check that for review because it looked like Mr. Sky C late braking touched Tom 444. So seeing what Mike is going to try and do. Looking if try and pounce when these two make a mistake at this moment in time. But Mr. Sky C is on the fresh ultra soft tyre. Tom 444 will need to catch up as quickly as possible here. Are you enjoying the stream, guys? If you are, please make sure you follow, subscribe as well. SJD's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Invictus Racing League, we're not only doing the performance leagues on the Tuesday nights, we also do the no assist league on the Monday nights. We also do the F1, F2 and F3 equal leagues on the Wednesday nights. Captain Stiff's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So yeah, same time, same place every time throughout the week. Absolutely insane stuff here. But like I said, I don't know if the Performance League 2's race is live and exclusive tonight. I can't remember. If it is, then we've got, I believe, a new commentator in there. So I wish him all the very best tonight. So yeah, let's just try and see what SJD can do against Mike. But then I want to try and look at the battle between Wavington and Benjamin. So at the moment here, Lozak would definitely win the race tonight. And be a massive, massive boost to what I was expecting of him from the start of the season. This could be a bounce back ability race. Benjamin. Oh! SJD trying to go side by side there. Oh, Steven says yes, PF2 is streaming. Fair dues. Thanks for that, mate. Nice one. So yeah, PF2, which is Performance League 2. So oh, that could have been nasty stuff. Wavington's struggling with the super soft tyres. Tom 444's got a 3-second time bounce for multiple warnings here. Side by side, Benjamin. Benjamin goes past Wavington. Oh, just ahead. Like, oh, just a little bit. Oh, a little bit more. You know what's going to happen now? Here we go, SJD trying his hardest to try and close in on Mike, the flying civilian legend. Every time I say civilian, it's like civilian, as in like civilian people. I'm not saying village people. That's just, no. SJD trying to close in on Mike. Now, Lozak's got a 3-second time penalty. One more 3-second time penalty, and that'll be a DSQ. That'll be a DSQ from Lozak if he gets one more penalty. One more 3 seconds worth of penalties. And he needs to do it within 9 laps. He did fantastically well the last 10 laps of it. But no. Needs to try and improve as quickly as possible. Mr. Scouse, oh, I thought Lozak was there. Mr. Scouse has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings here. So Spud's got a 5-second stop-go penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Insane stuff. Oh, we might have a couple of battles here. Looking ahead what Mike has got. He's got SJD ahead, but also he's got Tom 444 in 7th place. As you can see, just at the screen, just went past. It would be a travesty if tragedy if Lysak got another penalty. It could be right. He's done everything spot on the last 10 laps until that bit, and he's pulling away. He's 12 seconds ahead. Well, needs to be 12 seconds ahead. Captain Stiff has pitted, which I believe could be either the Hypersofts or the Ultrasofts. We'll have to wait and see what he can pick out on that one. But SJD trying to close in on the top. 4 for 6th place. Can he do B's and Q's? Captain Stiff goes on the Hypersofts. Captain Stiff goes on the Hypersofts now. Here we go. Alright, Stephen, I've got a question for you. What do you think the F3 is going to be like tomorrow? Do you think it's going to be a dry race? Do you think it's going to be a wet race? Or do you think there'll be a few shocks tomorrow? Tell us your thoughts. So SJD's, while waiting for that response, I'll see what SJD can do. He's got a good exit through the chicane part. What can Tom 44 do? He's really trying to be defensive here. Ooh, he has to go back to the racing line. Just. But Mike is... Oh, a little bit of contact there between himself and SJD. No debris. So Citibank, as the moment, they are happy with those drivers at the moment because they haven't got any debris on the track here. Here we go. Oh, SJD might do it. Oh, top of all holding on. He's holding on. A 3-car battle here for 6th place with 8 laps remaining. Sorry, 7 laps remaining. Oh, SJD's going into the grass there. Again, there's no boost on the grasses here. It was slip and slide. Oh, there could have been nasty stuff there. But SJD doing everything he can. But yeah, brilliant stuff here from the racing tonight. Absolutely insane stuff. SJD's having a quick glance there. Still watching from different camera views here. Oh, that could be. Oh, I thought that could have been there. Yes, he has. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Oh, brilliant move. Oh, Will bang in there. Where's Tom? Oh no, please be a 3 to bed. Please be a 3 to bed. No, please. All I ask is a 3 to bed, nothing more. Benjamin's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Mike's just dropped off a bit. But yeah, Tom 44 drops down to 7th place. SJD's going on to 6th place. Colin Joe's got another 3-second time penalty. I think he's got 3 lots of penalties, if I'm mistaken. So another 2 lots, and he would get a DNF as well, a DSQ as well. Sorry, same with Lysak. If he gets one more 3-second penalty or anything like that, he'll need to watch out because he don't want to do that at all. So yeah, Mike doing everything he can. Yeah, the cars. Excuse me, I'm just yawning there. But yeah, Tom 44 trying to do everything he can. He's on older Supersofts. Mike's tyres must be absolutely killing as well. SJD should have the better tyre wear because he's pulling away left, right and centre. And Stephen says, going to be another classic battle in F3 tomorrow. I think a 2-stop would be better than a 1-stop strategy. It depends on where you finished that, where you started though, if you agree. Because look, Lysak did a 1-stop and he's pulling away by 15 seconds. But Benjamin could just nick the lead. All he needs to get is another 2 seconds. That's all he needs. Will he have the need for speed? We'll have to find out later on. 5 laps remaining. 5 laps remaining of the... Oh, Waving Tail's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I can't remember if that was his second or third penalty. Waving Tail. We'll have to find out here. But Mike doing everything he can to try and close in on Tom 4444. Oh, he's got a little bit slidey there. Dropped a little bit back there. Hopefully doesn't compromise too much there. But Mike doing everything he can. Aaron just Benson's going to try and close in on Waving Tail for 3rd place. It will be down to whoever gets the less penalties again in this race. Captain Steve, who was in the lead in the Drivers' Championship before this race started, is in 9th at the minute, so he's having... He did start at the back though, to be fair, but he's trying his hardest to try and get some decent points in. But we'll have to wait and see what happens here. But yeah, Mike's trying to close in. Aaron J. Spence, ooh. I think Aaron J. Spence would need to just be hold behind Waving Tail. Doesn't need to overtake on track, unless he really wants to try and do it on track to avoid any confusion there. I would like to see some penalties to see on the side of the grid to say how many penalties they've got in total, like seconds worth of penalties. Waving Tail's really struggling. 23 laps on the Super Softs. He's the man with a plan with the tyre wear situation, but he would have to lose out on the podium stuff to Aaron J. Spence. Going through the chicane part, avoiding the world champions there. Waving Tail just clipping the grass there. Trying to cut with a lawnmower there, but absolutely insane stuff here, Aaron J. Spence. Right at the back of Waving Tail. Absolutely insane stuff here. Mike! Oh, what a move! Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant stuff. Aaron J. Spence trying to do everything he can. SJD's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I think that's 2, if I'm mistaken. I do apologise, but at least I know he's at least got 1 lot of penalty. Colin Joe's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Oh, Aaron J. Spence side by side with the 2 in the bed on turn 10 of the hairpin. Oh, that could have been nasty stuff there. Aaron J. Spence dropping off a bit from Waving Tail. Good, try another one again. Lap 33 of 35 of the Invictus Racing League Performance League 1. I tell you what, lap 33 of 35 feels so long, doesn't it? But it's been a cracking race, don't get me wrong. It's been another cracking race from last week, and it's gone on to this race tonight. So that's another belt of a race tonight. I know a little bit of a gap's in between. Oh, top 444 trying to go closer to Mike for 7th place. Benjamin's trying everything he can to try and close in on Lozak. He's 1.4 seconds between himself and Lozak to nick the win. This will be a massive, massive boost for Benjamin. Benjamin, who's only had 2 points this season, this will be a massive, massive boost. 1.5 at the moment. Oh, I love that car view there, but not as much. Yellow flag set to 3. Yellow flag set to 3, so it'll be interesting to see who or what car. Oh, yellow flags. Yellow flags there. Something must happen. Oh, contact there. Could be nasty contact there. Lap 34, penultimate lap of the Invictus Racing League Performance League 1. Waving Tail's got another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Like I said, I can't remember if it was 3 or 4 now. But like I said, I do apologise. I would need to try and record the penalties, see who's doing what. So Spud's trying his hardest to avoid the contact there. Oh, Aaron J. Spence goes just right at the back of Waving Tail, but side by side, and he moves up to 3rd. Oh, that could have been nasty stuff. That a little bit of contact there. So Spud's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings here. Where's Lozak? Lozak coming up to the final lap now. Final lap, he's just crossed over now. Would Waving Tail try and get back into this? But he needs to, but Lozak, yellow flag set to 3 again. So something must happen again. It's to Spud again. Let's try and let some of the drivers through. Oh my god, wait until Aaron J. Spence side by side, two in the bed. Brilliant! Brilliant move from the Flying Scotsman. Absolutely brilliant stuff. What a move! We might have a three-car battle here. We might have a definite three-car battle here for 7th. But where's Lozak? Lozak's coming up to the final few corners now. This is absolutely insane stuff. I want to try and see where Lozak is. Oh, who was that? I think that might be Renault of Captain Stiff. But yeah, this guy, as long as he's really enjoying it. He was on the edge of the seat here. But what a fantastic drive from Lozak. Unless Benjamin's got no penalties, this will be a very close battle here. Oh, 4.5, but Benjamin did have a penalty. Aaron J. Spence thought he had a chance. I think Aaron J. Spence might just pipped in, unless he has got penalties. Aaron J. Spence moves up to 3rd. Wavingtail drops down to 4th. Where's Mr. Skysea? The champion moves up to 4th. SJD finishes in 6th. Wavingtail finishes in 5th. Mike trying to close in on Captain Stiff, but won't be enough. Tom 444 finishes in 9th. There's so many crossing over the lines here. I don't know what was happening. But yeah, what a fantastic race. I will find out if he did get the 4 penalties, Lozak. But if he did only have the 4 penalties, that is a good, fantastic drive from him. So that's a brilliant drive from Lozak. And well done to Benjamin, who needed that boost to get into the top 3, and he does that with ease. And also Aaron J. Spence. So I will invite them 3 over to the commentary box, Bobby, to talk about their views as well. I'm sorry about this. I'll just do the penalty stuff first, because it was been long racing here. Here are your race classification for the Canadian Grand Prix for the Invictus Racing League, Performance League 1. Lozak just by the pip of his skin, or just at the nip of the skin, in 1st. Benjamin 2nd. Aaron J. Spence is in 3rd. Mr. Skysea in 4th. Waymantel 5th. SJD in 6th. Mike is in 7th. Captain Stiff is in 8th. Tom 444 is in 9th. Colin J is in 10th. Sir Spud is in 11th. And Fasconi is in 12th, but he did have a DNF as well. I'm not sure what's happening with that Sauber car at the background there. It's just going tiptoeing across. So what now is, I'm just going to invite Lozak, Benjamin and Aaron J. Spence into the party. So if you bear with me a sec, guys. Just waiting for Benjamin now. So just waiting for Aaron J. Spence and for Benjamin to join the party. You alright, Lozak?
Hi.
You alright, mate? I'm just waiting for some of the guys here before we carry on. Just making sure that they're ready. Just waiting for Aaron J. Spence to join the party. If you wait, guys, can you just make sure you got your loud voices to be shared on the party settings, please? Just, you know, if you're not sure where it is, go to the party that I've invited you in. and just go to party settings and just check that you allow voice is to be allowed to be shared, and just make sure it says always allow. Um, if you could do that, that'd be fantastic stuff. So while the guys are just trying to get themselves prepped up, I'm going to talk to them about their Canadian Grand Prix performance, and then I'm going to talk to them about next week's race, which is the home of the British Grand Prix, which is Silverstone. So hopefully they can wait on and stuff. Guys, are you all set and ready to go?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice one. Nice one. Lozak, how you doing, mate? You right?
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, I bet you was absolutely delighted with that win tonight.
Yeah, it's been a very bad start of the season because I throw up some races for retirements or penalties or contacts or something like that. So to be on the podium or the top of the podium is great on my favorite track of the game, and so I didn't practice much, but in qualifying I immediately realized that I had a good chance to be on the podium, and then the strategy worked perfectly, and I try one stop and ultra to super, and it worked. So good race.
Oh, cool. You needed that boost because like I said, you from what I've seen from the pre-season testing, and that's the Lozak that I know of from now on. From that, hopefully, will this be a massive boost to your drivers table now? Would you say?
Yeah, I hope, because for me also the first races, the first official races, may would gone a little bit better, but it didn't. So now I can focus on the others and try to be more on the podium, I hope.
Yeah, fair dues, fair dues. This is another thing I wanted to ask actually, Lozak. I bet you was on the edge of your seat when you had four lots of penalties during that race. If you added another one, you would have had a DSQ again. Well, not say again, but you know what I mean. That would be in the limit of 15 seconds with the penalties. Did you at one point thought, I've got to be careful at Canada driving with the penalty stuff?
Yeah, but actually in the last three laps of the race, I had also two warnings. So if I took another warning, he, the game would give me another penalty, and so, like you said, and and especially in the last chicane, I
Yeah,
was praying that I didn't cut, but at the same time, Benjim was following me very quickly, and he had more or less penalties. So um, if he came around 9 seconds behind me, he would win the race.
yeah.
So it was a double pressure from the game and him, and so it was very stressful, but at the same time very fun. I mean.
Oh, definitely, definitely. And I would say that's been the most best performance I've seen. That's the best race I've seen you done this season. And like I said earlier, I hope this will be a catalyst, as in a massive boost for you to get that momentum going now to try and get some decent points in for the rest of the season. Was you at any point worried about Benjamin's close? Look, because you two had a ding-dong battle, I would agree, during that
Yeah, but
race.
I knew that he was on the two-stop strategy, so I I think that in the last stint with the ultras, more fresh tires and more quick, it will it would close up a lot. So I try to create a gap before in the first stint, and try to make that I I think 17 seconds in at the first at the first lap
Yeah.
of the the stint of the last stint, and then I try to drive very clean because I had 4 penalties, so uh, he took me maybe 5 or 6 seconds, so it was very quick, but fortunately I could make it and not take another penalty, so it was good
Yeah.
race.
Yeah, like I said, Lozak, you've done a magnificent race tonight and a brilliant performance. Don't get me wrong. Like I said again, hopefully this will be the catalyst to bounce back from the like the bad
Yeah,
start of this season. Hopefully this will be a massive boost for you for the
yeah,
rest of the
thank you.
season and stuff. Would you mind? Again, well done for winning tonight's race, and you've done a magnificent job. Would you mind holding on for a few more minutes to talk about Silverstone? Is that all right?
Yeah, no
Nice,
problem.
nice one. Thank you very much, mate. Benjim, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty well, thanks.
Well done for getting second place, mate. Did you at any point expect to get second tonight, or did you should have try and get closer to Lozak for first tonight?
I expected to have a bit of pace around here, but I think Lossack was just a bit too quick. I
Okay.
had too much traffic on being on the two-stop.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. You did a great job, to be fair, to get into having a ding-dong battle with Lozak. Did you, at one point, thought this would be an opportunity when you get past him? Thought this would be a chance, but did you think it was a bit too much tonight?
I think if there was a bit less traffic, I think with the penalties that he had, I might have been able to take the win in the end, but I didn't.
Fair enough, Benjamin. But yeah, like I said, would you say Canada was your best track? Would you say, considering you got second, would you say this is your best ever track for getting some decent points in tonight?
It's definitely one of them. I mean, Spa is another one
Yeah.
that I quite enjoy, but yeah.
Okay. Okay. But like I said, from the season that you've had of Invictus Performance League 1, um, your best one was like finishing, I think it's 8th? Yeah, 8th. So this will be a massive boost of the point stuff. Do you think this is the catalyst now, as I said with Lozak? Do you think this is the catalyst of getting some decent points in for the rest of the season now?
I hope it could be.
Okay.
You never know, really.
Yeah, I know, but it. Hopefully, this is a massive boost when you get into the top half, well, at least the top three. It should give you a little bit of a boost of a momentum there. But like I said, it's going to be. Hopefully, you and Lozak will bounce straight back into the drivers' championship. I know there's some points a bit further behind, but hopefully with some decent races in. With the races coming up, do you think you've got a good chance of getting to like the top 8? Would you say top 7?
Maybe. If I finish most races and decently in the points, I think could have a good chance.
Yeah. Okay. Fair dues. But like I said, Benjamin, well done for getting second place. You did a magnificent drive as well. Same with Lozak's. Would you mind staying for a few more minutes to talk about Silverstone, if that's all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Nice one, mate. Thank you. Aaron J. Spence, how you doing?
You alright, mate? Not bad, you alright?
Knackered, mate, to be honest, from the shouting and unbelievable moments from the two in the beds moments.
Oh, the long one.
Yeah, it's a long one, to be fair. But yeah, well done for getting third, mate. Well done. That was a good drive from you.
Cheers, mate.
Did you think you could get third tonight, or did you think you should have done a bit better?
No, not really. I said to Stiff and a couple of others, I'd take a top 7, top 5, and I'd be happy.
Oh,
I was
okay.
just trying to keep the penalties to a minimum. There's so many quick drivers that you just don't know. It's such a unique track. Some people like it, some people don't, and it's a really bad one for penalties. I was expecting everyone to get a few, so I just wanted to keep it clean and just try
Yeah.
not to crash.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And like I say, you had some good ding-dong battles with Waving Tower, haven't you? The Flying Scotsman.
Yeah, it was fair play to Wave. I don't know how he made those tyres last 27 laps.
Yeah. Did you knew that he had a penalty, or did you just try and?
Yeah, I checked. We both had 6 seconds at one point. I was like, okay, I've got to try and overtake him on track. But then he got the third one. I was like, I just need to sit behind him now and
Fair
try not
enough.
to get a third penalty myself.
How would you do it on the last chicane part?
Oh,
Uh,
don't.
I'm not jinxing it. Well, I am a commentator that jinxes everything on that one, so I do
It happened to me
apologise.
a couple of years ago in Singapore when I got the one penalty.
Yeah,
More was that would have won.
yeah, definitely, definitely. And I'll tell you what, hopefully those memories doesn't. Well, hopefully those memories have gone long, well gone. But by the
Yeah.
sounds of it, it's just come back to haunt on that one. But like I said, but yeah, you did a fantastic drive tonight. Would you say Canada was your best ever drive, ever race you ever done? Would you say?
Uh, to a certain extent, yeah. Obviously, Spain this year, I was faultless to myself. I didn't make a mistake, but here it's so tight. I didn't really want to get involved in battles. I had a good battle with Tom, which was quite fun. I was just
Yeah,
trying not to crash and losing it and worried about tyre wear. So yeah, I'd say it's up there, one of my best.
fair enough, fair enough. I think you're ahead in the leaderboard. I think in the drivers. I'm not sure how much, but I'm sure you're ahead of or in lead as of tonight's race. Sorry, after
Oh,
tonight's
nice.
race. So I might be wrong, but obviously that will need to be checked by the admins and stuff.
Yeah.
But like I said, Aaron, well done for getting third. That was a great drive from you, and let's hope we see some more battles in the future and stuff.
Cheers, mate.
Would you mind holding on for a few more minutes to talk about
Yeah, no
Silverstone?
problem.
Thank you very much. Right, I've just talked to the guys about their experience with the Canadian Grand Prix. Now I'm going to send the usual two questions to them. What are their thoughts of Silverstone? And what are their expectations next week? I know the car allocations are different, so I don't know what cars they're going to have. But say if they had an equal performance type car, what do you think they're going to have next week? As in, which position they will try and be in the top half if can. So, Lozak, what are your thoughts of Silverstone next week? And what are your expectations for next week?
So Silverstone is one of my worst tracks actually, so I don't have much expectations, and also probably I will have Williams or Toro Rosso, so it's it's a bit slow, and also I like very much Silverstone, but I don't really like driving it, especially the second and the third sector. It's very tricky for me, and so I'll do what I can, but no expectation. I think seventh or eighth is will be a good result for me.
Fair enough, fair enough. And like I said, Lozak, hopefully that'll be. It might be your good track if you can get a good, decent result next week. We'll have to wait and see. But like I said, if they always say that, all the drivers say, "Oh, it's one of my rubbish tracks," and then they find out next week that they'll shoot off to the top five after the race. But yeah,
Yeah.
whatever happens, mate, you've done a fantastic drive. I hope I'll see you more in the podium stuff, or maybe another win this season. Hopefully, you never know. But well done for tonight, mate. That's a cracking drive. That's the best drive I've ever seen you since you joined Invictus. So well done tonight, mate. Um,
Yeah. Thank you very much.
it's all right. Benjamin, two questions for you. What are your thoughts of Silverstone, and what are your expectations for next week at Silverstone?
I really like the high speed corners and can be a bit tricky for overtaking sometimes.
Okay.
I think maybe a top six,
Okay.
if maybe a bit higher if there's a bit of rain, which there always could be.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because with Silverstone, you just never know what to expect with the track itself, because there are times where it could rain at any moment in time. But yeah, if you can get a good result, if you can get into the top six, or maybe in the top three again, who knows, Benjamin? Who knows?
Yeah.
But like I said, Benjamin, well done for getting second. That was a brilliant drive from you, and hopefully, as I said to Lozak, this will be another catalyst boost for the rest of the season for you. So well done for tonight. That's a great drive from you, mate. Well done.
Thanks.
So yeah, Aaron J. Spence, last two questions for you, mate. What are your thoughts of Silverstone, and what are your expectations for next week at Silverstone?
I really enjoy Silverstone. It's really fun to drive. Good.
Okay.
First sector's a little bit tricky, obviously, with the quick right hander at the start. But man,
Yeah.
it's quite fun. It's exciting to drive.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of those tracks where, especially Maggotts and Beckett's as well, try and get that momentum going. If you don't get that
Yeah,
right, you would lose like at least 2 seconds. If it,
yeah, it's mad. And I like
uh,
the last little chicane with the braking zone and stuff like that. After you finish the lap slow, after being full pelt for most of it, it's really enjoyable.
that's what you need. The need for speed on that one. So,
And hopefully, I'm aiming for a top five, just try and be consistent before the break,
okay, fair dues, fair
and then
dues.
we go again.
Yeah, hopefully, we might see you again on the podiums. We might see you again for hopefully another win this season.
Hope so.
Hopefully, we'll see you for another win, or maybe more podiums for this season. We'll have to wait and see how it goes.
Cheers, mate.
But yeah, well done for getting third tonight. That's a good performance from you tonight, and I think you're the leader of the drivers' championship at the moment. So well done for tonight.
Cheers.
Okay. Just spoken to the drivers. Lozak, I'd like to say a big thank you to Lozak and Benjamin and Aaron G. Spence. You guys can stay if you want, or you can leave. It's up to you. But I will be doing my last bits before the end of the stream. So, my final thoughts. Lozak just done it on the last lap by a whisker of a penalty warning. He had 4 penalties, or 12 seconds worth of penalties, and had been told on the interview he had 2 warnings left. Absolutely insane stuff. But hopefully, this was a massive boost for Lozak, and he did a magnificent drive. Tom 444 had a great drive as well. He could have got higher, but he had some good battles from everyone, to be fair, around the track. Benjim, again, another driver who's had a shocking, same with Lozak, a shocking start. Hopefully this will be the catalyst to bounce back and get back into the Drivers' Championship higher in at least top half as quickly as possible. But yeah, it was a brilliant drive from Benjamin, brilliant drive from Lozak, and also a brilliant drive from Aaron J. Spence, who has extended his lead of the Drivers' Championship. So hopefully that will be more. Hopefully there'll be more battles, more podiums, more wins for the guys here. We'll have to wait and see what happens at Silverstone, the home of the British Grand Prix. So, I enjoyed it. It was another cracker of a race. It got died down near the end a little bit, but not as much as like all the other little bits of the races. But the last 2 races that I've watched in the Performance League 1 have been a belter, and Boston on that one. If you don't know what Boston is, have a look in the Midlands Black Country accent type stuff. But yeah, it's brilliant stuff. And just want to say, always remember, always remember, stay classy. See you later, guys. I'll see you next week at the glorious race of the home of the British Grand Prix, Silverstone. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.